Hari Om everyone. I'm getting lots of comments that there's no sound. Can everyone just check? And if I'm audible, just show thumbs up so that I'll come to know. Hari Om everyone. Am I audible? Okay. Okay, fine. Thank you so much. Hari Om, Hari Om. I'm so glad. Okay, I'm getting lots of thumbs up. That means we are very much audible. How is the sound quality? Can you all tell me how the sound quality is? I will wait for another 30 seconds so that all can join, and then we will start our Shravan Shiv Sadhana introduction. I want everyone to just stay, keep everything aside, give me your good 45 minutes. And with the blessings of Shiv, we are in Ujjain. We are very, very blessed that we can initiate our Shravan Shiv Sadhana from here. It is a blessing that he plans out everything, and we will start now. So I want everyone to just get a paper pen with you and don't focus too much on making the notes because it will go live later also. But I want you to listen very carefully. If you have any questions regarding Shravan Shiv Sadhana, after a while you can start adding your questions. At the end, I will try my best to take your questions accordingly for last 5 to 10 minutes. With this awareness, we will start introduction to Shravan Shiv Sadhana. We are very fortunate that Shiv has given us this blessing to start. We also initiating the sadhana movement. It is an effort by the blessings of all deities to get all the sadhanas together. And this time we are starting specifically with Shravan Shiv Sadhana. It is because of Shiv that he has given us everything, and it's an offering to him. So let's start with the prayer. It's an Adi Veda initiative where we get like-minded people together to do sadhana, to evolve, and to make them independent. So we will start with a prayer. Everyone just pull your spine up, close your eyes, adopt the Namaskar Mudra. If you know the mantra, chant with me. If you don't know the mantra, just listen to the mantra carefully. Om Purnamadha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Rub your palms nicely and place it over your eyes. We will start by moving towards Chaturmas and how everything begins. So, before we begin our session, let's understand what is Shravan all about, what is Chaturmas all about, what you need to do if you're a beginner, what you need to understand. Even if you are a sadhak, a non-sadhak, if you love Shiv, if you want to understand Shiv, this is a presentation which will help you to get closer to understanding many aspects, how Shiv is connected with everything. And in this, we are going to address few important points which will completely help you to understand Shravan Sadhana with logic. So we are going to understand Chaturmas, The Hindu calendar, how it works, the basic, what needs to be done, what happens in the month of Shravan, and what is the approach that you need to take. The Puranic stories that are given about Shravan and how logically you understand and how you apply it in your day to day life. The importance of the most important mantra, that is the Panchakshari Mantra, the origin of the mantra, where it has come from, the sadhana that you need to do, and we are going to prepare you 1 week before. And what are we going to offer you? Let's understand everything in a nutshell. Something very, very important. This routine is specifically designed for people who are completely new, people who are intermediate, and people who are already doing their sadhana, but at times they are lacking discipline. So this is an effort to get everyone together. Let's move ahead. Let's understand what Chaturmas is. Now, when we pick up the calendar, there are 12 mas. Mas means month. Okay? Chaturmas means 4. In fact, there are 12 months in the calendar with different names. But Chaturmas is a 4-month period time which is very auspicious to do what? Very auspicious to do your sadhana. It is that time of the year where you can start your sadhana and have maximum benefit. Those who are already doing sadhana can amplify it, and those who are at a very high end, experiencing different states of consciousness, can maintain that during these 4 months. It is said that nature has given us complete opportunity to give 4 months where from the outward senses you can move inward, and this is the time span of Chaturmas. And this Chaturmas is a period of 4 months which starts from Vedra, and it ends on 12th November, Dev Utani. That means we wake him up again. And this is a time span. In fact, in different periods of Bharat, we also worship Shiv Bhagwan, also Vishnu Bhagwan is worshipped, also Shakti is worshipped, and also Shri. Okay, sorry. I just got to know there is some voice lag. I will repeat the Chaturmas again. Chaturmas is a span of 4 months. When you understand the Sanskrit calendar, or when you understand the Hindu calendar to be precise, we have 12 months with different names. Now the rishis have given us 4 months specifically known as Chaturmas. Chatur means 4 and mas means month. And these 4 months are very auspicious to do sadhana and tap. How there is a wedding period, how there is this period. Similarly, the rishis have given us an opportunity to reach the highest. And this year, Chaturma starts from 17th July and ends on 12th November. 17th July is Dev Shayani. Shayananayana, they call it Dev Shayani. That means the beautiful eyed Vishnu Bhagwan goes in Yog Nidra. And Dev Utini is 12 November when you wake the god up, that is Vishnu Bhagwan. So these 4 months, it consists of Shravan, Bhadrapad, Ashwin and Kartik Mas. So Bhagwan goes to sleep. Bhagwan goes to sleep during this time. I'm sorry, the PPT is moving. Can we get it to the first one? Uh, no, it is still moving. Okay. Sorry, we are in Ujjain and network is an issue, but we are trying to sort it out. So, as I was mentioning about Chaturmas, It consists of 4 months. Now in this month, a lot of tap is done on Vishnu Bhagwan also, on Shiv Bhagwan also, on Shakti Ma also, and also in few places in Bharat they read the Ramayana. So everything is intimately, beautifully connected. Okay. Moving to the next slide, which is what is Shravan? What is Shravan and what needs to be done in Shravan? We are moving. Hmm. Well, sorry, I'm answering questions. Till they handle the glitch, I'm going to answer the questions. What are the 4 months? Those 4 months are Shravan, Bhadrapad, Ashwin, and Kartik. These are the months where people say we should not buy anything, not do anything. But personally, I feel that these are the months where sadhana is done at the highest. Voice, I think voice is coming clear. Will the presentation be made available later? We are going to put it up so that those who want can get it. Okay. Again, coming back to the month of Shravan. So sorry for the glitch. There was some network issue. Now we are good. As you realize, we spoke about what Chaturmas is. Now we are going to talk about what Shravan is. Now Shravan is that time of the year where the Shiv Tattva is highest. That means any Shiv sadhana which you do with awareness can take you away from the senses and take you inward to the experience of Shiv. It is that time wherever, even the Shiv Puran says, even the slightest amount of devotion that is done towards Shiv, just by chanting a mantra, can give you the experience of Shiv. Now, what is that experience of Shiv? Experience of Shiv means it will take you beyond the smallest problems, your inner conflicts, your anxiety, your fear, your all the problems that you are going through, and take you to a state of your true nature, which is Satchit Anand, which is the Anubhav of bliss, and which is an experience that will help you to operate better in this reality. That is the reason Shravan is also known as the month of Tap. Now, Tap means austerity, which means doing certain things with right understanding to go beyond duality. So, moving ahead to the next slide. Why in different places in Bharat we have different dates for Shravan? This is a problem which 99.9% people are confused. Let's understand and let's have some basic understanding. In Bharat, we follow the lunar calendar, that is the moon calendar. However, in few places in Bharat, we also follow the solar calendar. Now, in lunar calendar, there are two important systems. One is the full moon system or the full moon calendar. The other is the new moon system or the new moon calendar. Depending upon what calendars are followed in certain regions of Bharat, the dates of Shravan keep on changing all the time. So, wherever you are placed, please follow the calendar according to your region or whatever place. That will have the maximum benefit. So, you have to understand this. So, there is no problem or no controversy about it. Just depending upon the calendar, we follow Shravan. And with this knowledge, we will understand in what places what Shravan is coming and how to do your sadhana. So, moving ahead. In the north of India, Shravan starts from 22nd July to 19th August. From 22nd July to 19th August, that is where Shravan starts. So, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, MP, Punjab, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Chhattisgarh, Bihar, Jharkhand. People living in this region and this territory should follow Shravan from 22nd July till 19th August. Those who are living in the south of India, the dates of Shravan are a bit different. They start from 5th of August and they end on 3rd of September. So I would personally recommend those who have knowledge of Panchang, please check the Panchang. Those who don't understand the Panchang, don't worry. On a community channel and even on YouTube, we will share all the details of the calendar, so there is no problem in understanding. Those who are staying overseas and those who are staying in abroad, we will also share the details of where you can do according to your time zone and what are the months and what are the dates. So don't worry, when as soon as the session is over, this detail will be shared to you all. Also, it is very amazing how Bharat is one. Few people also follow the solar calendar. So when you Google it or when you read across at times, you'll get confused that how come people in Nepal and few places doing such sadhana. Don't worry at all. The solar calendar is followed. And in Nepal, in fact, few places in Himachal, Uttarakhand also, they follow the solar calendar. So just going through and making it very easy for you all to understand that when you start your Shravan sadhana, check the Panchang. If you don't know the Panchang, you can Google it, but I would also recommend that check the Panchang properly. If you don't know, on a community, we will share all the details about where your date is starting for people in India, especially north of India, south of India. Those who are staying overseas, we'll also share that calendar. But this is the reason why the time is changing, because we follow the lunar calendar. In lunar calendar, we follow the full moon, the new moon, and also in few places of Bharat, we follow the solar calendar. So there is nothing to worry about. I'm just going to address 2-3 questions so that we are all on the same page, because a lot of questions are coming about dates about West Bengal, Assam, Northeast. I would personally recommend that we will send you the dates and that will give you clarity. Don't worry, the information will be given. Drik Panchang, you can check any Panchang. The Drik Panchang app is good also. My point is, before Shravan starts, you should have some idea that why the dates are different, and here is an attempt to make it clear. Moving to the next slide. Now, there are beautiful Puranic stories in our Puran making us realize that what is the association with the dates, how sadhana should be done, and what happened, because these all beautiful stories make us realize that in this changing world all the time, there is only one thing constant. That is your sadhana to reach internal and experience the internal. That is Shiv. So let's understand with one of the first important Puranic stories that is spoken a lot, why Chaturmas is important. As I mentioned earlier, this is the time where Vishnu Bhagwan goes in Yog Nidra. Yog Nidra doesn't mean sleep and doesn't mean that the entire creation is going to fall. No. Yog Nidra means being aware and being a witness and not being active but knowing everything. So the Puran has given a beautiful meaning showing that when Vishnu Bhagwan goes in Yog Nidra during Chaturmas, the entire creation, sustenance and destruction of this cosmos is taken over by Shiv. And as I mentioned, though Chaturmas starts from 17th, Shravan comes in this month and Shiv Bhagwan takes over completely. So that is the time to do any tap. Now, if you might be thinking that though Shiv Bhagwan goes in Yog Nidra, why in few places they worship Shiv, they read Ramayan? Yog Nidra doesn't mean deep sleep like us. He is operative, but this is the time he takes a step back and the Shiv Tattva is operated, and any Shiv Sadhak who's associating with Shiv and getting close to the deity of Shiv does sadhana goes ahead. I personally suggest any sadhana you do will amplify during 4 months, Maybe Vishnu, maybe Shiv, maybe Shakti. We all come from the same source and all the gods are one. So very beautiful Puranic story saying that how Vishnu Bhagwan goes in Yog Nidra on his snake, on that ocean of pure consciousness, and how this creation is taken care. There's a very beautiful story we'll understand in the next slide. Also comes in the Shiv Puran that how the churning of the Milky Ocean has happened during this time. Now, what is the meaning of this? If you read the Shiv Puran, the Devas and the Asuras, they had a major fight. These Devas and Asuras are all the state of mind, what we are going to negative and positive. The mountain that you see here is that beautiful Mandara mountain, we call it. And that mountain stands for the human body. It stands for the spine. Now in this 4 month, when you do your sadhana, all that will come out. All the poison that will come out, Shiv will drink it as halahal. So these are the beautiful stories, and every story has a meaning behind it. The more you understand the meaning, the more you will realize that why sadhana is important and why the Puranic stories, also adding a bit emphasis. The rishis realized that with time, we will not understand the esoteric of sadhana or the upliftment of prana and all. So they gave stories so that we could relate, start sadhana and do sadhana during such auspicious moment. So Vishnu Bhagwan goes to sleep. At a beautiful esoteric of how the Amrit Manthan has happened and how Shiv saved the world. If you do your sadhana, Shiv will see to it that all your negativity, all your low emotions, all your fear of death, fear of future, all will be taken care of. Also, it is said something very important. Parvati Ma did a lot of, before Parvati Ma was Parvati Ma, there was Sati Ma. There's a long story in the Puran. It is said that during Shravan Mas, especially Ma Parvati did a lot of tap on Shiv. And there are many beautiful stories of Shravan Shiv Sombar, Sombar Vrat, why to get a good husband and all and all. All the stories are coming from here. It is an understanding and understand the meaning behind it. It is this time for the next 4 months when you do proper tap and when you understand the inner mechanism of the body, that Shakti will rise and take you to Shiv. This is the meaning behind it. The union of Shakti and Shiv will happen in this 4 months if you do it with awareness. So whenever you read Puran, you have to understand the meaning behind it. And every Puran will give you a subtle meaning. And the subtle meaning is reaching the highest. And in this 4 month, it is said that Parvati Ma reached the highest by chanting of the Panchakshari Mantra. And what is the Panchakshari Mantra? Let's first understand the Panchakshari Mantra is Na Ma Shivaya. Now you will say that everyone chants Om Namah Shivaya. Now when we add Om, it becomes Shad Akshar. Om Namah Shivaya. This is Shad Akshar. But in the text or wherever you read the Ved, you read the Upanishad, you understand the Shastras, the Agams, it is the Panchakshari Mantra consisting of Namah Shivaya. So the Panchakshari Mantra is Namah Shivaya, and Parvati Ma, just by chanting Namah Shivaya and doing the tap, united with that cosmic being which is inside you, and that is Shiv. So our entire Shravan Sadhana revolves around the most important mantra of Shiv, and that is the Panchakshari Mantra. I would personally say that if you don't know anything what is happening, please just for the next 4 months, stick to the Panchakshari Mantra, Namah Shivaya. Keep on chanting with full faith. If you have a guru, if you don't have a guru, if you don't know what is happening, just stick to the Panchakshari Mantra. because Shiv is that Jagat Guru which is everywhere. Now, there are again many things that we should not chant. The mantra will not come into existence. What will happen? I personally believe anything done with the right attitude and surrender, God is never going to punish anyone. Maybe Kali, maybe Bhairav Baba, maybe Shiv, maybe anything that you're worshipping. Just do it with your heart. And my second point is, what if you don't get a guru at all? That means you'll never chant any mantra. Please chant the mantra, and if the time is right, things will start unfolding. Fear is the biggest blockage on your spiritual path, and I believe until you only burn your hands, then only you'll understand what is happening. Until you do your sadhana, then only you'll get experience. Intellectually, no, practically. So the Shravan Shiv Sadhana revolves around the Panchakshari Mantra, and that is an offering to Shiv that we are doing and trying our best that there should be no fear, because Shiv is that auspicious and that blessing with unconditional love. Moving ahead, why are we giving so much emphasis on the Panchakshari Mantra? Let me give you a small background so that you will come to know the importance of Panchakshari Mantra. It is said out of 7 crore or 2 to 7 crore mantras are there. More than that, the Panchakshari Mantra is the most powerful mantra. Now, whatever we are talking, whatever we are quoting, everything is taken from the first text that has ever come into existence, that is known as Ved. And these Ved have been divided into 4 Veds. That is Rig Ved, Yajur Ved, Sama Ved and Atharva Ved. Okay, so there are 4 Ved. When you start reading the Ved and understanding the Ved, it is said that the first 3 Ved are the most important. The Rig Ved, Yajur Ved and Sama Ved are the most important. The Rig Ved is the first text that came into existence, and when you read the Yajur Ved also, there are references of Bhagavad Gita and all given. So these 3 Ved are most important. The Atharva Ved is a very interesting Ved, but there are many bhashyas on it saying that it is important, not important. But my point here is that these 3 Ved are most important. Now, if you realize Rig Ved, Yajur Ved, Sama Ved, what is in center? Yajur Ved. In that Yajur Ved, right in the center, so these Yajur Ved, there are thousands of mantras. So right in the center of Yajur Ved comes the Rudri. The Rudri is that chant, Om Namo Bhagavate Rudraya, Om Namaste Rudra Manyava Utote Shive Nama. So when you start chanting the Rudri, and you get up, there are so many thousands of mantras of Rudri, right in the center of Rudri comes the Panchakshari Mantra, that is Namah Shivaya. That means, to explain it more beautifully, imagine that the entire body is Yajur Ved. The Rudri is the face. The Panchakshari is the eye. And if you write Namah Shivaya in Sanskrit, Shiv comes in the center, and that is the pupil of the eye. That is the apple of the eye. So when you chant Panchakshari Mantra, that entire cosmos, you will realize it not outside but inside you. So I request that for the next 4 months, no matter what you're doing, no matter where you are, even by chanting Panchakshari Mantra, there will be a shift in your consciousness if you're doing it out of love for Shiv alone. So that is the origin of Panchakshari Mantra. Of course, there is more to it. I'm just giving you an outline, but I'm trying to explain that stick to the Panchakshari Mantra and slowly all will start falling into place. Moving to the next. Now, I have tried my best to make it very simple. Chaturmas consists of 4 months, out of which Shravan is the most important month. In this Shravan, we went to different beautiful stories, understanding of what the Rishis were saying. Also, we realized that in this Shravan, we have to stick to the Panchakshari Mantra. Now we are coming to what to do and what sadhana needs to be done in Shravan. Shravan is a month of Shiv, and sadhana are different tools which are brought together so that you can experience Shiv within you. And I understand that everyone is not a yogi here. We are all in this world having duties, obligations, getting money for family, not having good state of mind. So we have come up with something very simple that you can apply in your life and experience that shift tattva, making you us realize that even sadhana can be done in day-to-day life. See, this is the goal of the sadhana movement, to get people together to understand that you don't have to go to the mountains, you don't have to leave anything. You can inculcate in day-to-day life and do your sadhana. And the most important 4 sadhanas that we have got together for you all is doing the Shravan Vrat. Now, what is a Vrat? Generally, when we talk about Vrat, the concept of fasting comes to our head and people get upset because we have sugar problem, we on medicine, we on cycle, we can't do fasting. Fasting is a small aspect of Vrat. The most important part of Vrat is your mental attitude, the spiritual vow, the sankalp that you're taking, that how you want to go beyond the low emotions and reach to the highest emotion, and that is Shiv. It's an experience. When all emotions will fade away, you will experience the true essence of life, and that is Shiv. And that is that bliss, the alahad that you go through. So Sombar Vrat. For a beginner, I would personally recommend, and we will be simultaneously sending you videos so that you become aware what needs to be done. If you don't remember, you do the vrat by taking the sankalp in the morning. We are also going to give details of the solar sombar vrat in detail that you need to do. We are also going to talk about Shravan vrat simple for people who are beginning and those who are doing advanced also. So Shravan Sombar, Vrat and Upas have been covered in simple language. What I would recommend, now very simple, taking the Shiv Puran. There are many questions about what Shiv Puran should we read, how important is Shiv Puran, any translation. Personal opinion, take any Shiv Puran, it is translated in English and you can start reading. It is very difficult to read the Shiv Puran. Now, what you have to do for 1 month? Either you read the Shiv Puran bits and pieces every day. We will also on the community and those who are joining the session, we'll give the details of what to be read and what not. Also read the Shiv Puran. If you can't read the Shiv Puran, just try listening to the Panchakshari Stotram. That will be pinned on YouTube. We'll also send it, the Panchakshari Stotram or the Shiv Mahima Stotram. But every Monday, try to read the glories of Shiv. It will make you realize that he is never going anywhere. He is always holding you. It is that you are not aligning to him. So Monday sadhana should be this. And some yogic practices. Any yogic practices that you're doing, asana, pranayam, meditation, keep on continuing more and try to increase the time so that you get maximum benefit and you can experience. So those who are doing sadhana, in your sadhana, get these 4 points. Those who are completely new, start with these 4 points. The Shiv Puran reading, you may not necessarily read the Shiv Puran if you don't understand, but read different texts of Shiv and try to understand who Shiv is. That is a very important time and it will give you. Moving to the next slide. Now I've given you some basics. What we are doing is in the sadhana movement, we are initiating the Shravan Shiv Sadhana from 21st July. Though Shravan starts on 22nd, on 21st we'll be having a live session where we will do sadhana together in that live session, and for 22nd we will get you ready. Similarly, today is Sunday and tomorrow is the Monday, 1 week prior. We have to start some sadhana. That is the reason we also started and we are doing this class 1 week prior on Sunday, so that tomorrow you can start and get ready, because it is very difficult to just do sadhana for 1 day. You need some preparatory, and the takeaway from this entire live session is that from tomorrow you start some preparatory so that you know and become aware that for 1 month. See, the subconscious mind takes time. We have to condition. 1 week your effort will slowly get you on track. So from 21st July, we start the Shravan Shiv Sadhana. Moving ahead. What will this program be all about? This is a 30-day sadhana plan where we will be with you all the time. There's a group where we will constantly be giving you nudges, guide you what to do sadhana with us. In that, we have 5 Sunday live sessions webinar. Why on a Sunday? Because every week there is something new that will be given to you. Why do we need this? This is an attempt so that even a beginner who's coming knows what needs to be done. Those who are failing in being consistent, it's an attempt that when people together do it, there is a way ahead and there is guidance everywhere. So every Sunday, the link will open. Just give us some time. They are saying that the link is not working. Don't worry, it is taken care of. So every Sunday you'll have live sessions with Parveen ji and me where we will tell you what to do in detail, give all the webinar. There will be a sadhana routine weekly which is specially curated and we will keep a check on you. Daily rituals, what to do, simple rituals. Do it with love. You don't need to sit for hours and hours and chant the Rudri and chant the Chamakam. No, there is no need to worry. You just do rituals with awareness and Hatak Yog Kriya. Now, why this term? Because Shiv is the first yogi who gave the knowledge of Hatha Yoga. All the asana pranayam that we do is coming from Shiv. All the Hatha Pradipika, Gyaran Samhita, Shiv Samhita, whatever you read, all the practices are given by Shiv. So we have curated a very small routine of asana, very basic, so that you don't need to worry that I can't do it or not doing, but so that from the outer world you move inward, and that is the entire. Of course, there is Pradosh, there is Sombar Vrat, there is Sombar, there are special days, there are special things that needs to be done, and that is what we will help you with. Moving ahead, what is going to happen in this 4 week? It is very simple. I am not telling you do the course, don't do the course. If you're doing the course with us, you will get this. If you are not doing, I have a personal request, just stick to the Panchakshari Mantra. But what we are trying to do is we have divided the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 5 Mondays into the 5 elements of Shiv. Because Na stands for earth, Ma for water, Shi for fire, Va for air, and Ya for ether. So in this 5 Mondays, we will be guiding you how to move from this gross to the subtle. And every element we will only focus on the Panchakshari Mantra, because even Shiv Puran says that just by chanting the Panchakshari Mantra and doing the sadhana with proper yam and niyam, you can move ahead on the path. So, earth element will be covered, water element will be covered, fire, air and ether. The goal is to give an experience of sadhana which is made simple under the guidance of whatever we have learned from our gurus and whatever we are doing, and getting sadhana in day-to-day life so that there is no problem and no worry about if you're doing right or wrong. So the the earth element will talk about the physical body, how to ground yourself. The water element will talk about channelizing emotions, because 99.9% people like us are entangled in emotion. The fire element is to control all the thoughts and all the anger and all the rudra that we go through in different forms. The air element is to make us realize that how breath and the mind is connected. And the ether, that is the Nataraj Roop, is to make you realize that you're not this body, not this mind, not this element. Okay. Oh, there's a very important question come up. I am a student and I can't pay. If you message on the group and show your ID that you're a student, we will give you discount. Okay. So don't worry about that. Communicate on WhatsApp. And also, I'm generally don't share this. We also see to it that those who have issues, even for the Shiv Sadhana, Mahashirati Sadhana, we got a lot of people free. It is not about free and all. It is just an attempt that lots of number of people do sadhana and have some change. And not getting dependent on anyone, there should be only dependency on Shiv alone. That is what sadhana is all about. Any deity that you worship, just focus on that. We should know the right method and make it easy. Moving ahead. Now, those who are doing or not doing the course, there is no problem. The live session was intended for 2 things. that we understand and start chanting the Panchakshari Mantra. And even if you're doing it, there should be some preparatory. So I have a personal request from tomorrow, which is a Monday. Remember these 4 points to do some preparatory. Purification and cleansing. When I talk about purification and cleansing, write down all your negative emotions, not negative, but something which is making it negative. For example, you always get angry, you're always jealous, you're always insecure, you're always worried. Write it down tomorrow or tonight, and from tomorrow start working on it. Try to be clean in your thoughts, try to be clean in your sadhana, and try to be clean in your intention. That means from tomorrow, try to do any job as an offering to Shiv. It is an attempt so that you get ready for the sadhana program. Create your sadhana space. I would personally recommend, if you're worshipping Shiv, create that space where you do Jal Abhishekam. Create that space where you know that for the next 1 month, this is my space, and every morning I'm just going to sit and have my complete offering to Shiv. Create the right attitude. Set your calendar, wake up time, sleep time, everything. Create that space. And why I'm telling you, because only you can create your space. Whatever your office timing is, night duty, morning duty, whatever you have plans, create that space, because sadhana is not just spontaneous. It needs to be planned for a beginner like us, and that planning should happen so that you don't deviate or come up with excuses. 15 minutes of yogic practices. If you wake up in the morning from tomorrow, start your yogic practices for 1 week. See how much regular you are. See how much what sankalp you're doing it. See how much you're aware about. Do that. Purposely, I'm giving you open-ended because I want you to be independent and do your sadhana. And eating habits is a very important point, purposely placed at the last, but giving more emphasis. Try to eat sattvic food. Please, Rajas and Tamas is going to problem. Try to eat sattvic food. There's a lot of questions coming about menstruation during cycle. It is okay to fast during that time. Of course, you can't do any rituals. We have made reels on it. We will pin it and also share it on the group accordingly. So don't worry. Moving ahead. My question is, are you ready for sadhana? This PPT is not trying to push you into anything or tell you do this and do that. There's only one thing, that if you don't understand anything here what is happening, or if you're confused, I have a request. From the next 4 months, stick to the Panchakshari Mantra. Here the attempt of this is, why are we doing sadhana program? Why are we charging? There are two important things. We are doing the sadhana program so that we try to understand something with discipline, where we are under certain kind of guidance. Why are we charging? We are charging because whatever money also is generated by this, we are going to do Annadan. The same thing that we did for Mahashivratri, we are doing it here. Whatever money is going to come, the sankalp will be taken, and also Annadan will be doing. Also, there's a lot of back end and people also supporting us. So that also needs to be taken care of. Also, one thing that is very, very clear. You do the sadhana, don't do the sadhana. At the end of the day, your life is in your hands. So this is a small attempt. Please make the most of it. Please understand that in order to walk on the spiritual path, there should be revolution. And revolution is your comfort zone now. I would take few questions before we end the session. Okay, so I'm very grateful that everything that we do, we owe it to Shiv, and of course to the team that is here. I'm very, very grateful to the entire Adiveda team working here at the back end. Very grateful that Shiv has sent. We have curated few questions so that we can answer. Sorry, I'm using my cell phone. Periods and pregnant women. Periods and pregnant women. Sadhana, fasting during period is okay. Pregnant women, Do according to your capacity. You don't need to do asana and all, but I have a request. Chanting the mantra and thinking about the deity will have an impact on the baby. Also, how at this time you're pregnant during Shravan, how the baby is associated with that energy, all is connected. South India and other participants, don't worry, we will share an entire calendar with wherever you are located. Can a beginner do this? Of course, a beginner can do this. This is meant for beginners. The moment you start coming into the community, all the details will be given. It is meant for a beginner. Just start. International participants, yes, we will share all the detail. Corporate going people and traveling people, as I addressed, we are going to share the videos, we are going to share the different timings, we are going to make it easy. The attempt of the sadhana movement is to get sadhana in day-to-day life and make you realize that the spiritual world uh, and the so-called material world is not different. The more you evolve, the more you'll realize that everything is one. What to buy and keep ready, all the information will be given once this live is over. We will share everything with you. I will try my best to take few questions here before we end the session. Sorry, we are getting balloons on this thing, but it's okay. Oh, okay, it's okay. It's like Zoom. Okay. How can we get added to the WhatsApp group? We will pin the link here. Sorry, there are lots of questions I'm missing out. Okay, this will be posted so that later also you can go through it. Can be sadhana be done to more deities? Sadhana can be done to more deities, but in this Shravan month, Shiv is the main deity. So you do Shiv sadhana and also do your Ishta sadhana that you are working on. Adi Shankaracharya ji says, and many people are saying that we can't do it. My attempt is just chant the mantra in your mind and just do it. Think about him. And then doors will open without doing any sadhana. Intellectually just thinking, you will not reach anywhere in life. You can do Hanuman mantras you're doing. Student charges, you send the message, we will send the link now. I'm missing out many questions, I'm sorry. Please give a nutshell of everything. So, today in the PPT, we understood what Chaturmas is. We understood how Shravan is important, how the Shiv Tattva goes highest, the Puranic stories, why sadhana is important, and what basic sadhana you should do, and 1 week when Shravan starts, the preparatory sadhana that you need to do. Oh, sorry, this is yours, so I'm looking here and there. Sorry. If you don't have a Shivling, it is okay. If you can't get a Shiv photo, it is okay. Put a diya. Imagine the Shivling, imagine the photo and worship. We will share the details. Sorry, there are many questions. Sir, can we chant Bhairava Nama? See, when you're doing Bhairava Nama, you're evoking Bhairav. But Bhairav Baba and Shiva connected. But here, this month is specially given to Shiv. So the Pradosh also that comes is very important. The Solar Somvar is also very important. The Somvar Vrat is also very important. The full moon, the new moon, all is very important. Specially dedicated to Shiv. Shiv Puran recommendation book, we'll do that. I'm just going to take one last question because it's going chaotic here. Can we buy this program in August month? So, yes, those who are doing in North, we are going to record everything. Those who are joining later, South of India, these recorded sessions and all that we are doing will continue for you all also. So, it is done in such a way that we get a holistic approach for the entire Bharat from wherever you are. I will be ending the session. And one more very important thing, the entire sadhana program will be taken by both Parveenji and me. And every prompt and everything will be given. We will also have live sessions for question answers in between. And we'll have the live sessions where we'll do sadhana together. What is required? You required your jap mala. You require few things that we will update you. Everyone just sit straight, roll back your shoulders, get your head, neck, spine on a straight line. The entire sadhana movement has been specially curated, of course, by the blessings of my guru, the blessings of all the deities. This month we are addressing the Shravan Shiv Sadhana. When with proper time, we also praying that we become perfect instruments to get Hanuman Sadhana to you all, Ganesh Sadhana to you all, and open ways and methods where we can evolve together. Adopt the Namaskar Mudra, hand towards your heart chakra. We will chant Purnamada together. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Thank you, everyone. The intention behind the entire program or entire sadhana in our life or your life is that everyone evolves together. Har Har Mahadev, Hari Om Tat Sat. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much.